from a digital acquisition perspective, I think that two things that we kind of typically see, right? I mean, increasingly, I mean, following consumers and following what they're doing. So I think the journey start in the digital space. Now, you may go one of two ways. And I think one is you might go out and complete your journey online. You might apply for a credit card online, or might kind of complete like some other journeys, apply for a personal loan online. And then there are a set of banking products, I think, which between don't lend themselves, perhaps have like more work involved. And so, yes, I mean, you can certainly open a deposit online, but more people seem to open it offline than online for whatever reason. And I think as digital marketers, I think there are both the things that you have to look at. I think one of the things digital marketers typically did early on was, hey, let's kind of, look at only online because I control that and I can track end to end. But the fact of the matter is journeys start online, and as digital marketers, we would be amiss not to take that kind of into account.
No, I think just to add a comment there again, I think depending on the product and the business line, I think like there is still a large amount of financial services interaction that happens, starts digital, but certainly closes in banks and call centers and so forth. So I think both are equally important.
I know, absolutely, yeah. So I think as we think about like, hey, what are the strategies that eventually kind of drive digital acquisition? I would say broadly, I think the first thing that I think banks kind of need to do, and I think it's not like nuclear science, but this is something that's kind of becoming increasingly important, is really looking at full funnel acquisition. As we said, digital journeys often start online. And so being able to connect that through, whether it's offline, whether it is some other part of like some other channel. So really looking at full funnel marketing and connecting the dots, I think becomes super important.
Yeah, I think the full funnel in multiple terms, right? I think the first basic thing is the brand versus product and action layer marketing, right? I think like, obviously you want to kind of focus on brand marketing and drive awareness and consideration for your brand for customers who are not yet ready to kind of interact and make a transaction, but like probably would be in future. And then the second thing is how do we attract in-market audiences, right? Especially digitally in terms of targeting them. And there is data, definitely research data that shows like brands that focus on both brand and product marketing kind of do much better than the ones that are kind of focused on just one piece of the puzzle, right? Whether it's top of the funnel or even actually marketing. As you kind of move on from that, like I think again, it's about focusing on some of the core marketing strategic questions, right? Are you able to kind of identify and target high intent audiences? What is our view on emerging channels, especially in the context of regulated space? How do you balance privacy? How do you kind of drive optimization? And again, I bring the audience through right from brand layer to the action layer. All that kind of comes into play. But yes, as you kind of called out, it's both brand and product marketing. It's going from upper funnel all the way to the booked accounts and conversions.